Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, I do quite a lot of fabrication. I have an old vase that I've had for a lot of years. It's been with me for the last 40 years really in various garages, and I make a stand for that so I can use it outside in the garden. So there's quite a bit of fabrication, quite a bit of welding, some heavy drilling and some tapping. In part 2, I found a fantastic solution for storage. I've got some big storage drawers, sliding drawers I've got no compartments for them, and I was out with the wife and I bought something that's going to work out absolutely ideal. I'll show you that a little bit later on. The Stuart Turner engine's coming on quite well. There'll be some video up of that tomorrow night. The Patreon channel is also doing well. There's a link in the description box to the Patreon channel. If you want to have a look, by all means have a look, and if you want to sponsor me, by all means sponsor me. I put some videos up last week, I think it was Thursday night. Some video my dad had shot years ago at steam rallies. Really poor quality stuff, but it's probably some of the only video there is of these particular events. I'm going to put some more up. It's obviously not getting the views that my normal videos get because it's a limited market, but the views that I've had have been really positive because naturally there's a lot of people on the videos that just aren't here anymore. And the worst thing is, the bloke that could tell us all about where the videos were filmed, he's not here anymore neither, anyway. I've enjoyed looking at them and editing them. That is one or two shots of me and my brother on, my mum as well. And there's some real early stuff. I think I must be 6-year-old. Absolutely incredible to look back. I've had this vase on this bench for the last sort of 10 years. It's a really good vase, it's a steel vase. It opens a long way for the size of it. Massive opening. Quite amazing what you can get something that big in such a small vase. This vase here, I got this when I was 20-year-old. I was in an engineering company that was closing down, and they had about 10 of these on a bench, and I was playing with the quick release like you do, and as a guy says, he says, "Do you want it, son?" And I says, "Yeah, I would like it." He says, "If you can carry it, you can have the bastard thing." Well, it's here. So what I'm going to do is put this vase onto this bench and put this one onto a stand outside so I can do some grinding outside. This vase has been with me in 3 different garages, and I've always taken it with us and brought it back home. It's an English vase. It's big, it's strong. You could do with some new jaws in it, but basically it's going to last forever. And it's hard to damage something as strong and sturdy as that. So this one's going to go outside on a stand. I've got a bit of 3/4 plate there. I'll put it on that and then weld 3 legs onto it. And this one here is going to be installed there. There's actually a T-section underneath here welded on to give it a bit of strength. It's not just broken onto the top. I think the top's 1/4 plate anyway, so it is quite strong. The nuts for this are actually welded underneath as well, so we'll be putting new holes through here. Before I built a big bench, I used to take the vase on and off. That's why the nuts are welded on the bottom. And I think there'll only be 2, and I don't think I'll put the 3rd one in. So I think when I get the big vase mounted here, that'll be it. In the final resting place. I've got it home now. This is a real heavy thing, proper job. It needs to really go there, so when you put something in the vase, you can actually get it to clear the bench. We've got one hole there, which will possibly line up, which is that one there. But seeing that the vase is really too far out, it wants to be in I don't know for the difference it's going to make. I might as well use that one hole. And then when you put something in the vase, like that, it's got plenty of clearance so you can get it all the way down. So you're putting the vase in behind there because you can't utilise it properly. We've got one hole there which we can use. The bolts are a little bit smaller than they should be, but basically it's not going to cause any massive problems. It's actually laying outside in my garden for the last 12 months, which is why it's got a little bit of corrosion on it, but I'm sure it'll soon clean up. I knew that's where it's going to live. It's actually the better height for me, this vase, than the other one. Right, drill some more holes. It always amazes me how willing these little cordless drills are. I've had this one a long time, it really has had some stick. I mean, I'm using decent drills, they're not cheap drills. Right, one more to go in the back and that's the job basically done. Give it a good clean up. I'm not good at painting, I don't believe in painting vases, I like to see them the way they are. Right, that's it in place, ready for its next. How many years I've got left to play with it. Ratchet's seen better days as well, but quick release is handy. I don't think it actually opens as far as a little vase I've just taken off, but it's certainly a substantial bit of kit. It's in the ideal place to bang your hip on when you're walking out, so we'll have to be careful of that. I've actually sprayed heavy oil onto it because it was standing outside in the garden and it's cleaning up quite nicely. You could paint it, I suppose, but that's not me. Not the way I like doing things. I like things left the way they are. There's some people call witness marks on there. They're more like clumsy bastard marks to me. Angle grinder marks and things. It's got a nice patina. Is patina the word? When it looks like it's done a bit of graft. I'm sure there was an oil hole in there to oil the screw, but it has not. Some vases have got an oil hole there so you can oil the lead screw. This one hasn't. Anyway, ready to work again. I'm going to mount the vase onto this piece of 3/4 plate and then mount the legs onto that. It'll be a tripod, 3 legs. I'm going to leave the plate this size, and it means that we can put pieces on here as we're working. I might even put a couple of brackets on the side to hold the hammer in, or put sides on to stop the bits falling off. I've got some M12 high tensile bolts. I'm going to drill and tap and mount it on with them. I'll pick the centres up. Do those two first, and then the back one once we can pull the vise out a little bit. And decent marks there. .2 is the tap and drill size for the bolts we're going to use. I've got a bit of board underneath the plate because it's rough. I don't want to put it on my milling table. And what I'm going to do to make it easy to drill, I'm going to swing the machine around and just drill it over the side of the table. It simply swings around like that. I'm going to take it that way, and then that'll drop down over the top of the table. It's quite a heavy bit of plate and you could probably hold it, but I'm just going to put a couple of clamps on just to make sure that it can't hurt you. That looks good. .2 mils the tap and drill we need. These dormer coated drills I bought are really good. Walking through that. I'll try power tapping it, but these chucks do it like being reversed. We'll give it a try and see what happens. Chuck slipping. Should really put a collar chuck on to do this. See where the swarf's coming straight out. You don't need to back off. These drills are designed to do this straight in. And that's cutting a full depth thread because it's the right size tap and drill. Right, that's the first one. So the underside of this vase is relieved away because it's a solid steel vase. Cast iron vases will be solid underneath there. It's also got an anvil type thing on the end so you can beat it. And believe me, I've done some beating on that bastard. Right. Put a clamp on so it doesn't tip up and get us, because it really wants to hurt, as you can tell. Put a clamp on there, then it can't do a pirouette on us. And average out the centre of the holes, which is probably about there. Bastard. Amazing how far that vase opens, way further than the big vase I've just installed. Oh, it's actually screwed off the end now, the bastard. I didn't want that to happen. Right. But I can take it off now and put a bit of oil on the screw. I'll take it apart and we'll give it a little bit of a service when we're on with it. It's in decent condition. Nice big heavy duty nut. Nearly there. This is the problem here with the bastard and thing. Actually, it's quite a bit of part to get that through there. I'm wondering if it's all the way through, it's hitting the plate, you thick bastard. It's hitting me safety plate. Right, so we're all the way through. So I was blaming the choke and it wasn't the choke. Well, that just shows why you need to put that there. That would have put a mark on the bed, that. Right, 3 out of 3. That's plenty Plenty clearance on the hose. I'll clean some of the crap out of here and put a little bit of oil on the thread and put it back together. It's going to be living outside, this one. It'll have a cover on it, but it's going to be living outside. Horrible hard grease on there. Wrong oil can, John. Come on, bastard features. Yeah. It'll come out easy enough. Right, as soon as I turned the camera off, the bastard thing went straight in. A little screw in there. We'll take that out. And that's the oil point for oiling the lead screw or the feed screw. Right, so that's it. The first maintenance I've given it in a lot of years. Probably be its last as well. Come on, you scabby bastard, you. Hey, man, John. Right. I did take the pin out of the end of here, thinking that might have come apart, but it didn't really want to. Right, anyway, it's all nicely oiled up now, ready to graft for another, however long I'm going to have it for.